If a man spends faster than he learns, his poverty will teach him faster than I ever could. A woman who speaks less and watches more grows wiser with every sunrise. You don't lose time by waiting, you lose it by not preparing while you wait. Discipline is loving yourself enough to say no to your own weakness. If you keep starting over, maybe you're not serious about finishing anything. Money runs from those who chase it with greed, but walks toward those who respect its silence. A child who grows without correction grows into a storm that blames the rain. You cannot plant laziness and expect a harvest of wealth. If you gossip with everyone, you'll soon have no one to talk to. Patience is not quietness, it is preparation in disguise. A man who wastes food has never been truly hungry. A woman who carries peace in her spirit will never beg for love. Time is older than money. If you lose it, even the richest man can't buy it back. If your mind is noisy, no amount of silence will bring you peace. A home without respect is a roof over strangers. Don't confuse movement with progress. A rocking chair moves too. When you argue with fools, you borrow their language. The one who cannot be corrected will soon be abandoned. If your pride is louder than your hunger, don't cry when you sleep on an empty stomach. Every coin has two faces, but wisdom teaches you to flip less and think more. Be careful how you treat time, it's the only thing that will outlive you. A man who promises everything delivers nothing. You can't discipline your children if you haven't disciplined yourself. If your happiness depends on others, your sadness will too. A woman who knows her worth will never discount herself for attention. The softest words often carry the heaviest truths. A friend who disappears when you're in trouble was never yours, only your comfort was. Fame shines bright but burns fast. Wisdom glows slowly but lasts forever. You don't raise strong children by giving them everything, they grow from what you didn't give. A person who can sit with boredom without complaining has mastered patience. Success without humility is a loud drum with no rhythm. A home where no one listens is louder than a market. If you want a better life, start by waking up earlier than your excuses. Love with no discipline becomes destruction in disguise. A wise woman saves even when she has little. A foolish one spends even when she has much. Laziness is a thief dressed in comfort. You don't teach people by shouting, you teach by living. What you tolerate in private becomes what you regret in public. A man who fears hard work will always envy those who embrace it. Don't pray for a harvest if you haven't planted anything. A woman who respects herself doesn't chase love, she attracts it. Jealousy is a mirror that shows you what you lack, not what they have. Before you try to change the world, sweep your own doorstep. Time teaches what no teacher dares to say. The person who listens more than they speak will always be invited to important tables. A bitter heart cannot produce sweet words. Poverty of the mind is worse than poverty of the pocket. The one who walks slowly but steadily will pass the one who runs but rests too often. Wounds that are ignored become infections. Your discipline today is the comfort of your children tomorrow. You don't need to shine if you know how to glow. An honest no is better than a dishonest yes. If you can't manage small money, big money will ruin you. Wisdom is not about what you know, it's about what you live. A woman who builds others never lacks bricks for her own house. The mouth that always speaks will never hear. You grow old faster when you keep chasing people who don't want to stay. Don't feed what you don't want to grow, even if it's in your heart. You can't raise grateful children in an ungrateful home. Remember, silence is sometimes the wisest voice in the room. A woman who chases no one is chased by peace. A woman who understands her value will never settle for a half-hearted love. The strength of a woman is not in her voice, but in the silence she keeps when foolishness tries her. A woman who builds herself is never afraid of being alone. A woman who controls her emotions leads nations without raising her voice.